Good evening, everyone. This is week 51 of Spotlight on Success, and I'm Dr. Rhonda Farrell, the success strategist, bringing you our topic for this week, which is global collaboration. So, as we move from week 1 to week 50, we're really talking about how you, as a solopreneur, entrepreneur, business leader, can not only sketch out, strategically frame, operationalize, measure, grow, scale, etc. We're going to be talking about today and the different tools that we use to help you get there. Today, we're going to be talking about something seminal, and that is global collaboration. We work from the premise that there is no business that it's its own island. We need partners, we need clients, we need customers, we need not only a local perspective, but that global view so that we can act locally. If we can understand all of the great successes that are occurring across the globe in like industries or parallel industries, or that have offerings that fit the constraints and or objectives of our balanced portfolio, we want to know about them, because that way we can grow through the lens of partnering with others, which makes it easier on us, easier on them. Everyone gets a win. And when we do our due diligence and risk analysis correctly, we heighten our revenues and lower our expenses and costs. It is not without proper governance that we take on these things, without due diligence, without understanding the legal framework, without understanding export and import, etc., right? If you're doing products or if you're doing services. But what today provides you is a way for you to move from all of my customers are in my own backyard to what is the true population of potential customers and clients for my goods and services, and where are they around the world, and how do I find them? So today we're primarily going to talk about the why this is important to you, and then in subsequent sessions we're going to talk about a challenge to find customers and clients locally as well as globally. So the first four main points that we're going to be talking about today with regard to the importance of global collaboration is because it offers you access to new markets, it allows you to innovate through diversity, it allows you to build business resilience, and it allows you to enhance your sustainability while you're positively impacting those shared goals. So when we think of global collaboration overall, we want to be thinking of it through the lens of building strategic alliances, right? So access to new markets is going to hinge on building strategic alliances. It may also examine global partnerships so that you can tap into emerging economies, niche markets, the creation of new revenue streams, and of course, new customer bases. And then it may also be an access or a look at cross-border relationships in the United States, Canada, Mexico, and or truly in all of our other continents, because what would it take for us to adapt to their local market dynamics, their regulatory environments, and their cultural nuances? How much do we have to shift in order to lift into those new areas, and vice versa? What can we supply in addition to what we're already supplying in our balanced portfolio through those global partnerships. Next would be innovation through diversity. And here we're talking about potentially working with global teams and partners because it fosters not only diversity of thought, sparking creative solutions and creating new innovative approaches, it gives us exposures to different industries, cultures, and perspectives. And that's really what we want and need in order to enhance our capabilities around anticipating trends globally and innovating much more effectively. In this area, we want to, pro tip is leveraging technology for virtual collaboration, right? In the days of old, and even now, right? I'm not saying there's not a place for person to person activities. I'm just saying the broader global build out of technology has enabled us to be one button touch away from our global customers and clients and partners. And so if there's an opportunity to engage them on our typical digital platforms to enable heightened communication and collaboration, we should go for that because it enables much greater fiscal efficiencies, and there's many AI powered tools and collaboration entities where we can oftentimes create these portfolios as we're collaborating virtually, right? It's very easy with our tool suites that we have and our AI build outs and our toolkits to find and engage with potential partners or collaborators across the globe. The next is building resilience. And here we want to really expand globally because it reduces dependence on a single market. We don't want a single point of failure, so we can provide a buffer against that, as well as regional economic downturns or disruptions. We can also create collaborations across geographies because we can enable heightened resource sharing, reduce costs, and mitigate risks. And in this area, how do we go about finding our potential global partners is through participation in forums and communities. So we can attend international trade fairs, business expos, industry-specific summits. We can join global business associations or professional organizations. So we may not want to go from 0 to 100 with regard to bringing on a partner and delivering product and or service in first quarter 2025. But I bet you we can start now for laying the groundwork for better understanding how we want to expand our network, where we want to expand our network, and how we want to stay informed about the market trends in those specific geographies. And then last but not least is sustainability and shared goals. We have so much in common around ESG, environmental, social, and governance goals. We have so much in common with regard to the desire to optimize, i.e. pooling resources to address big challenges, right? Big global challenges like social inequality, climate change, the list goes on, right? This is not going to be solved overnight, but the desire, the intent, the legislative trends are showing that partnerships and collaborations in this area are paramount and probably will be going forward. And so what can we do here? We can invest in cross-cultural competencies. We can develop a cultural intelligence map or baseline or trend line or harness what's out in industry so that we can better navigate cultural differences effectively. There are many tools. You may wish to create your own. That might be an offering in your balanced portfolio. But we also need to focus on how do we train our teams and or our partners, et cetera, because this is a change effort. This is a maturation effort. This is an improvement effort so that we can understand and respect diverse cultural norms, values, and business etiquette so that we can better create sustainability initiatives that align our co-brands with global priorities, thus strengthening reputation and deepening customer loyalty, right? The next is we can, in support of all of these, pursue joint ventures and partnerships. Again, joint ventures, much more robust with regard to due diligence, legal assurances, etc. And it will stretch our capabilities to understand and leverage those global partners' market knowledge and distribution networks. But it's worth it because we can collaborate on research and development initiatives. We can collaborate on services. We can collaborate or fund startups that in countries where they're looking to really drive innovation. We can work with international research institutions, et cetera, right? So it's really up to us. What's the outcomes and the impact that we're looking at when we're racking and stacking these different mechanisms for global collaboration and who our potential partners will be. And then we can develop a global talent strategy, right? So some organizations, right, will enable or allow for, from a legal perspective, to embrace remote work that includes non-US citizens, right? So that we are able to attract top talent worldwide, truly creating a diverse and innovative workforce. We could also potentially partner with international universities and talent platforms to identify and nurture skilled professionals. And then last but not least, we can embrace digital networking. So we can go to our seminal business communities like LinkedIn, industry forums, accelerator networks, research labs, et cetera, to discover not only where the new and nascent opportunities are, but who are the partners, potential collaborators who are really seeking that truly global product and service development, marketing, distribution, etc. And so we can use CRM tools, etc. We have no shortage of tools in our toolkit that we can apply to this. The biggest thing we're talking about today is more, have you decided this is an area you want to take on in 2025? Have you committed to making a change from local to global? And have you put together a strategy for how you're going to get there? And if not, this is an invitation for you to rethink 2025 to see if access to new markets, diversity would bring you greater innovation. Will it help you build resilience in the face of uncertainty and risk? And can you better align to our United Nations SDGs and or major sustainability initiatives if you were to do that? And would that help drive the results and outcome that you and your board or your team has put forth on your roadmap for 2025 and beyond? So we want to look at these again through the lens of, does it answer the mail for you from a strategy perspective? Or if you're not there yet from a strategy framework and operationalization plan, then this is an invitation to revisit what is the potential value add for you and your organization, and for potentially for you to build out your workforce with that global model in mind. There's a couple other things that we need to talk about that are some emerging trends in global collaboration, and that is decentralized collaboration and the harnessing of blockchain technology to enable transparent, trust-based collaborations without intermediaries. So this is an area that is and has been being used in supply chains for many years now, and it continues to mature, as well as IP intensive partnerships. We also need to look at AI driven networking capabilities. So AI powered tools can help us expand that global network by helping to suggest compatible collaborators, automating introductions, and analyzing partnership viability on our organization's behalf. We can also look at sustainability focused partnerships, right? This, again, in this area of key sustainability areas like climate change, shared ESG commitments, etc., we can look at what alliances are forming, and is that a platform that would do your organization justice, and vice versa. And then last but not least would be looking at regional innovation hubs. Entrepreneurs oftentimes like to deal with other entrepreneurs because they have the same rate of speed to market, etc. And so we see that there is an increase in collaboration within regional innovation ecosystems across Asia Pac, across Europe, across the United States, etc. And within those regional innovation ecosystems, there's access to resources, expertise, perhaps parts of products and or services with which to build upon an integrated solution that you may be looking at. So how do we get started if you're not already there? Well, we can identify key goals, because again, if you don't have the strategic framework in place, we need you to, again, do due diligence and look at the legal hurdles that you may have to overcome with regard to market entry, etc. And so we also want you to be thinking through your goals and objectives in this area: market entry, cost savings, innovation increases, supply chain diversification, etc. We want you to research potential partners. So don't just perhaps look at one. Harness your AI tools, harness your other innovation ecosystems that has tools that allow you quantitatively and qualitatively to research potential partners and identify which would be the best for you and your business at this stage of your growth, scalability, and maturation. Then we want you to look at where there's commonality with shared goals and complementary strengths. Then we want you to initiate outreach. Start with informal connections. Then we want you to propose pilot projects or hold exploratory discussions to establish trust and test alignment, right? So it could be a phased approach. Informal connections such as attending industry events or engaging on social media platforms or liaisoning with these different accelerators or innovation labs. proposing a low-cost pilot project to ensure that you all can work together constructively, and at the same time focus on the creation of long-term relationships so that you can build the required trust, mutual respect, and open communication that a truly collaborative global relationship will need. And then we want you to commit to regular updates, joint goal setting, and continuous improvement, because it is not a one and done type of thing when you're looking to build global partnerships and collaborations around the world. So again, this is week 51 of Spotlight on Success, and I am Dr. Rhonda Farrell, the CEO of Global Innovation Strategies, the success strategist, closing out today's topic, global collaboration, unlocking new horizons for growth and innovation. Join us next week where we wrap up 2024, focusing on finishing strong and setting a great platform for you to scale and grow 10x and beyond in 2025. Happy holidays, everyone.